What is going on, people? We are Tottenham TV. We are live. Sim out. Get Sim out the channel. Get him gone. Leave. Leave with Ange. Sim out. Ange out. It's a lot of the comments I've been seeing over the last few days. Sim out. Get him out. Well, you've all got what you wish for. You've all got a chance to knock me out. And no, it's not out of the channel. I'm sure that's a lot of you wanted, but we are playing poker tonight, people. GG Poker are sponsoring this stream. We're going to be chatting football. You can ask me questions. We can have a bit of a back and forth. We'll get in the comments. We'll talk about Ange, talk about Tottenham. It's going to be a fun evening. But if you want a chance to actually knock me out, get him gone, scan the QR code, join if you're any good at poker, if you fancy your chances, if you knock me out of the poker game, if you eliminate me, you get £50. £50 for knocking me out this poker game. And as well, in the game, there's I think 247 pounds to be won. There's currently 129 players in the tournament. So not just be playing you guys, but if you want to join, scan the QR code. You'll go directly to the daily £1,000 giveaway. And if you are the lucky person to knock me out this poker game, if you're the one who eliminates me, there's a bounty on my head. £50. The game actually starts in 13 minutes, but I think I'm guessing there's a late registration if you know how poker works, you people out there. But you got a chance to get what you wish for. You got a chance to get me out. You got a chance to eliminate me. I'll be gone with Ange. I'll be out of here. So here's your moment. If you really want me out, come and join the poker game. This is sponsored by GG Poker, who been brilliant sponsors to us. And if you want to show them some love, you're a poker fan, if you're into it, go and scan that QR code and come join the game and have a go at knocking me out. Don't leave, Sim, says 30 Winter. I ain't going nowhere, don't you worry. Just for tonight, you got a chance to knock me out. Sim Postacoglu out. Well, Ange is staying. That's all you need to know. Ange is here for the long haul. At least the end of the season, anyway, which is a long haul when it comes to Spurs managers. If I'm going to be honest, I think I like Sim. Me out. Says who's in. Now you can stay if you like me. You can stay. Sim the Yid, says Billy. Never Sim out, says I watch YouTube. Which one is Sim, says Sleepy Mocko. I think you got a few guesses. It's either the one on screen or the one who isn't, and you can take your pick. Seeing as this stream is called Sim Out, I'll let you work it out for yourself. Sim, I am with your bruv. Ange is the right guy. With my bruv, you're with me, mate. You're with me. Stand with me. Ange is staying. We are together on this. You're not with Ben. Ben he doesn't believe in him. A few defeats and he's back on the Ange train. Just you watch. I'm there till the very end, till thick and thin, till the wheels come off, as people say on Twitter. 11 minutes, by the way, remaining if you want to register for this tournament. Scan the QR code and come join me with a chance to knock me out. You'll get there's a £50 bounty on my head for anyone who knocks me out this tournament. More embarrassing crap pending gambling. Now this channel's become a joke. Look. We need to eat, need to put bread on the table. And look, it's only gambling if you don't know how to play poker. If you know how to play, obviously there's always an element of luck when it comes to poker. There is an element of skill as well. There's professional poker players. I'm not here saying everyone should join, but only if you know how to play poker, you fancy a bit of fun, chance to knock me out tonight. Obviously, don't put in any money that you can't afford. It's only a bit of fun. The buy-in is how much is the buy-in? Doesn't even say. Oh, it's a ticket. You have to have won a ticket. So it's free entry for other players who have who have got in, but you scan the QR code. Sim link up with Oso Spurs would be a good watch. I'm in. Let's get them. Let's get them gone. Let's get going. I love Oso Spurs. I actually met them at one of the games the other week. Can't remember what game it was. It was like one of the home games, and we had a really nice chat with the Oso Spurs guys. And since then, I've been watching their content. Great stuff. Great stuff. Highly recommend. So I'd love a collab with them. Maybe we should get in touch. Who's in Ben out? He really does need to spend some quality time with his wife and baby. I'm sure he spends enough time. Don't need to worry about our private lives, guys. That's not for you to concern yourselves with. Do you think we'll win the Europa League? I have to say, I think we've got a good shot. The one team I genuinely are worried about, and I think actually, in terms of actually do think are better than us, and can beat us even for our best, is Bilbao. I think Bilbao, and especially the finals in Bilbao. You look at them in the Liga at the moment; they're currently 4th in La Liga, doing very well. Actually, not even far off the top 3. So Bilbao are going to be a real big struggle. If they go out early to a different club and we don't have to face them, then I'm much more confident, because any other team, I think we can take them. I really think we can take them. But Bilbao is one I'm really worried about. The strength of the team, followed by the final being a Bilbao. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Starts in 8 minutes, guys. I want to know your opinions on what happened yesterday on the pitch. Spurs, close game with Man City. I thought we did well to not go in at halftime more than a goal down, and we were lucky still be in the game. But we were still in the game, and we really came into it in the second half, and we were very close to getting back on level terms and taking something. I think if we get a goal early on in that second half, we probably go on to win the game. Momentum goes with us, but we just never got that opportunity. We never put it in the back of the net, and we're left ruining chances. But there's, I think, a lot to be excited about, a lot to be happy about, proud about with that performance. But obviously, if we're going to go win that Europa League tournament, we can't have first halves like we did yesterday. 7 minutes to go. Scan the QR code. Remember, if you want to have a chance to knock me out the tournament. £50 bounty on my head in this tournament if you knock me out. So, got to be in it to win it. Come and join us. You can see the payout structure, payout distribution. 20% get paid out. First place gets $242. Look at that. What's to say? Blinds go up every 10 minutes. It says here, estimated duration, 4 hours, 56 minutes. We could be in for the long haul, guys. We could be here for the long haul. Lazio as well. Yeah, Billy, you're absolutely right. Lazio, a good team. Lazio are a good team. I think we can beat them, but they're a good team. Can't be taken for granted. Bilbao have only conceded 22 goals this season. You're right. And they're good defensively. They got the likes of Nico Williams as well. Top player, Nico Williams. Not a player that I want to face. Do you think we win the Europa, compete for the top 3 in the next few years? Let's hope so. We need to really kick on. We need these players to grow a bit more for the youngsters. We need, I think, I don't know, top 3, obviously you got City, you got Liverpool, you got Arsenal. Maybe Arsenal are going to be the ones to drop out with so many years of getting so close and falling short. We saw with Tottenham, same thing happened with us. We went so close for so long. And there's only so long you can keep that motivation to keep pushing when you're just not really getting there. So, yeah, I do wonder if they'll do a Spurs and fall away. I doubt it because they're going to invest more money than us. But top 3 is going to be a tall order. It's hard to say. Probably not, to be honest. But Never say never. Never say never. If we invest in the right way, I think we can really. I think we can challenge. Not for a league, but really get close to the top teams. That's why I think resting Spence should have been done by starting him and resting him second half. Would have defended better and wore them out for Porro to come in. Yeah, I like your thinking. We know Spence has played a lot of time over the last couple months. So he did need a rest, but maybe that would have been a better way to do things. But then again, imagine Spence starts and he's playing really well, but we're not winning. And then he takes them off at half time. Imagine the uproar. You don't think people are going to hold that against Ange? I think they probably would. I couldn't tell that Tell was on the pitch last night. We played really well second half. Yeah, we did. We were much better in the second half than we were in the first half, and we really took the game to see. And it's just a shame didn't take any of the chances, to be honest. Pretty gutted. Eamon People says, I think yesterday was a prime example of how much we miss Solanke. There is no one pressing and holding up the ball like Dom does. But besides that, there were signs of improvement. I think, yeah, both boxes, big misses, I think. I know Danton graded well, don't get me wrong. But a few of the chances for City, they were not picking up their men. They weren't doing a great job from those points. But I think by and large, they had decent games for Gray, especially on the ball. And then when it comes to up front, for sure, we're missing a physical presence. We're definitely missing a physical presence, 100%. Tell just isn't doing it right now. He's really struggling. So that's something that we have to sort over the next few games. We are playing a very good City side, the likes of Kuzanov, Diaz in the in the back line. Tell's a youngster in the end of the day. He's not a youngster, but he's a young player, I should say. Youngsters imply like not experienced in terms of the amount of games he's played. He's played 40 plus Bundesliga games, so he's played, but he's not a youngster, but he's still new to Premier League, still 19. He's still learning, so got to give him a bit of a break. But you're right. I think Solanke definitely a miss for sure. Definitely a miss. And I think we could have done better with him. Oh, Paul1976 says, hi, Sim, in the chat. He's joined the poker game. He is in with a chance of knocking me out. He's in with a chance of knocking me out. Hi, Paul. Let's say hi. I misspelled Paul. Fantastic stuff. Don't think I can edit that. Well, Paul, apologies, but right side has been such a big liability to both of us, offense and defense. Every opposition's exploiting the right side area, and we do nothing about it. It's absolutely shocking, Sim. Lost faith with this mess. We'll start in 1 minute, guys. Yeah, I think it's more to do with when we're not pressing right, and I think we're being very aggressive and it gets played through, and then the opposition be very direct, and they find a lot of space, but it's not necessarily just the right hand side. I don't think it's just out wide. When especially what the inverted fullbacks and teams playing very direct when you're getting behind. I think that's what's leading to the gaps. If we are making sure we're getting closer to the midfielders and not being played through, I think that would happen less and less. Just like it was in the second half, we didn't really get exploited too much because we're cutting out the problems at source. When that doesn't happen, like at times you've got young players, you've got tired players, not necessarily tired in the last few games, but young players who still are not perfect, still making mistakes, especially with making mistakes with things that people don't see, going with the wrong man, running at the wrong time, all these different things that take time when you're young to learn. All right. Are we in? Where's the table? Oh, 1 minute, guys. I was sharing the wrong thing. All right, here we go. We're on the table, people. We are about to start. Who's backing me? I'm going to raise here. Going to raise. Let's have another raise. Is Katie? Yep, fold. Come on, boys. King, queen. King, queen. Nine, 3. I think going to fold this one. Won the first hand, though. Come on, people. Come on. What's with the clickbait title? People want Sim out. That's what I've heard. Here's your chance. There's a $50 bounty on my head. So come and get it if you want to knock me out. Good start. We won the first hand. Give us a little bit to play with. What are we doing here? Let's have a cheeky raise. Come on. Oh, 1 caller, 2 callers. 1 bet. Shouldn't raise maybe on 2s. Probably not the best idea. 9-5. I'm going to fold. And I would have had 2 pair. Should have called. I think Ange will stay beyond this season. I can see a world in which the club stick with him. We've had injuries in both our season under Ange, and he hasn't had a smooth ride yet. Well, a lot of people say, is that a coincidence we've had injuries what's it called, while he's been here? And I think it's all about context. I kind of feel he's been very unlucky, but as well, he does play a very intense style of play. So at one point, I feel bad for him, but as well, we kind of haven't planned for the amount, for the fact that we could get a lot of injuries, and that's something Ange has got to make sure he starts doing, because we need a deeper squad. We need more quality. We need to make sure that if we get these injuries, we can be okay. And right now, we're not doing that. All right, we got going to raise 1 caller, 2 callers. We'll fold. 3 callers. Under a gun here. Let's see. Fold, fold, fold. Let's go, boys. Ace 2, that was. Ace 2. King 4, not feeling it. Not feeling it. But we're doing well, people. We're doing well. Sling 1 up, me sim. I don't know what that means. I think, though, Ange has got a chance to... are you serious? Bloody hell. I would have had 2 pair. Oh, what a shame. I think there is a chance that Ange stays beyond the season, to be honest. I think he does have a chance. Following that 6-5. I think a lot of people are assuming he has to do certain things to stay. We haven't really actually heard that from the club. We're just assuming that. I know if we finish in a certain position, it's not going to look good, and people are going to be like, "Well, manager's been sacked for a lot less." But we're trying to build something and understand the want to stick with him and see through a project, because that's what we got to do. But yeah, I think there is a chance that he does stay. But obviously, if he wants to guarantee that he has a job, he has to win that Europa League. If he doesn't win it, because I don't think we're going to finish in the European places, unfortunately. If he doesn't win that Europa League, then I think he's leaving it open that he could be sacked, because he's given the club an excuse, in my opinion. Why are you playing alone? Ben doesn't play poker, so you're just stuck with me, unfortunately. Sorry to break it to you. If you look at the QR code on screen, though, if you want to join, I think there's a late registration for another 54 minutes. So if you click the QR code, you can join the game, and there's a £50 bounty on my head. So if you already asked him out, you can prove it. Sim, if you're the chairman, what signings or other higher up decisions like hiring a manager or director of football would you make? What would you do if you had 18 months? Oh, look at that. All ins. Oh, wow. One sec, guys. It's going to slow roll. Oh, the aces. I would sign a high quality player out wide, someone who's got real world class ability. I would, if I would probably plan to see if we are going to sell Romero, invest heavily in a new centre back. I would maybe look for a kind of, I'll probably sell like someone like Davis, look for a left centre back, left back hybrid kind of player who can maybe invert. We're checking people. Number 6, that's a crucial position that we need to look at next season for sure. Let's see what he's made of. Has he got a king? Called. Yeah, I fucked it. I fucked it. I can't bet into that. Unfortunately, it's not me, not mine. Raise. Why sell Romero? Just if he doesn't want to be here, you know, if we're not in Champions League football, it's going to be tough to convince him to stay, because he's. Does this guy have a 10? I don't know. I don't think he has an ace. Let's see. Is he going to re-raise me? I think he's going to re-raise me. Fold. He did have a 10. Wow. Wow, I got him off a 10. I had pocket 8s. Love that. I love that for me. All right. But yeah, when it comes to Romero, I would love him to stay. I think Romero, I think he's a world-class defender on his day, and I think he really suits what we're trying to do. But the reality is he's been here now. This is his 4th season right now. So he'd go into his 5th season next year. 1, 21, 22, 22. Yeah. And he's facing potentially going to that season with no Champions League football. A player who's won 2 coppers, a champion, a World Cup. This guy is a winner. This guy knows how to win trophies. And I don't think he's going to want to spend another season outside the Champions League. And if we win the Europa League, as LSE Group says, I think maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance you can convince him to say, look, we won a trophy. You can win trophies here. We're back in the Champions League. He seemed to be a big fan of Ange. 7-2. It's out of here. 154 players left. We could be in the long haul, people. Could be in the long haul. I keep asking questions. We'll talk Spurs. Romero and Van de Ven should be sold as they can't stay fit. Well, I think I understand what the frustration. I think you just got to give him a bit of, especially Van de Ven. He's so young. Give him a bit of time to. Oh, someone's gone all in. I was literally about to press call. Thank God I didn't. Oh, could have had a flush draw potentially. Folding. Van de Ven apparently is doing these kind of behind the kind of extra kind of work to change his running style, because apparently the way he runs just puts way too much pressure on his hamstrings. So if he can change that, then I think he's worth keeping around. And I think we just got to make sure he's got such potential. He's such an asset. I think it'll be stupid just to sell him because after a couple of years we think he's just going to be completely injured. I think we'd have to try and solve the problem. That'll be the best route. And then you've got £100 million defender there. So if we can work out his running style, why he's putting too much pressure on his hamstrings, how we can prevent that from happening, that's what we've got to do. And apparently that takes time to implement. And maybe that's what they're doing at the moment. But yeah, give him a bit of time. Romero, I think he can stay fit. He's more about just whether he wants to be here or not. That's the big question. Realistically, if he played for Slovakian, he'd stay, but because Argentinian, he works on our disadvantage. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he'd be happy to be here if he was Blendon play for such a big nation. Okay, we're gonna raise it here. Got a caller. What's going on? Fold. Just one caller so far. 2 callers. Not the flop we want, people. Give it a cheeky raise. Got a queen. Got a queen. Cool. And an 8. Does he have a king? Does he have a king, guys? He did. Wasn't great. That wasn't great from poker play from me, just giving him chips. He had the king. Danso and Van de Ven would be a killer defense. I mean, I don't know if it would be more killer than Romero Van de Ven, to be honest. I like Danso. I like what he's doing at the moment. I think he's made a really positive start. I really like the look of him, but I also think he's also quite rash. And I think people will start to notice that soon. We're down here, people. We're not doing that well at the moment on the tournament after that loss. God, people have accumulated people have got big chips there. Wow. Espresso 44 is on 16,000. I'm where am I? There I am. $102nd at the moment. Not a great flop. What are you drinking tonight, Sim? I'm just having a tea. Nothing big. Just a cuppa and some West Ham tears maybe tonight when Leicester win. What's the West Ham lineup? Let's take a look. What's going on with team? Oh, a couple of all-ins here. Catty Moss looking good. Sim is the GOAT. Big up to you. PTOA. (9-3), don't like it. Changes run hole because it puts too much pressure on hamstrings. What biomechanic course? This from Ange lies again. Why is it lies? Why does that not make sense to you? Makes sense to me. Clearly it is, because he keeps getting injured. I don't think it's anything to do with anything else other than when you want him to be able to play more often, and the way he's playing is causing probably strain on the hamstrings, which is why he keeps getting injured, which is why he didn't feel right apparently when he came back against Elfsborg. That's what he said. I don't know. Maybe he is lying. Oh, flush. Connell Gallagher, love the channel, but have to say my girlfriend hates the sound of you and Ben's voice. She's probably sick of the sound of us. Sick of the sound of us. Don't blame her. Sim over Ben. Big up. Big up, Billy. What's going on? 137 players left. Let's raise. All in. Can't call it. Ace 9, thank God I didn't call it. And a 7 there, wow. Go study. How far do you think we'll finish in the Europa League finals night before one of my A-level exams? What do I do if we get to the final? Well, PTOA, the final is the day before my birthday. So you have to watch it. I'm sorry. You know, look, I'm not the best person to get advice from. I spent all my time when I was in school watching Tottenham. I never studied, so I'm not the guy who's got a win without even having to make a bet. I'm not the best guy to ask advice on. I was supposed to be studying for my GCSEs, and my dad walked in on me watching Tottenham, and he says, "Why are you watching Tottenham? You're supposed to be studying. You're not going to make a career out of watching Tottenham." So I decided to make a career out of watching Tottenham because he said that, and here I am. So, unless you want to go down that path, maybe you should study, but I'm going to be watching it. That's all I know. Sim, what is your favourite memory as a Spurs fan? For me, it was when we beat City at home in the new stadium at the Champions League. I was at the game with my dad, and it was absolute scenes. unbelievable. I was there as well. I was there with my grandpa. May he rest in peace. We were there together. Yeah, that was a great memory for sure. Watching Lloris save the penalty, Sonny slotting home the winner. That was a great night. Absolutely great night. All just fell into place the whole run, apart from the final. Really, we had so much luck during that run and so many moments, but just ran out of steam in the end. One of some of my favorite memories, I think, being in the away end at Upton Park when Solteri sticks home the winner. That was a brilliant day. That was a brilliant day. Being in Amsterdam, obviously, no surprise. That was an incredible day. No one's got me out yet. Getting rubbish cards. Don't like this at all. It's a scary thing, a rebuild, but it always will be. Time is needed 100%. Maybe time we don't have. It's a fair comment. I think we've been patient for a long time as a fan base, so I get the frustration. We don't want to wait any longer. It's about time we did start winning something, but unfortunately, we went down such a wrong path. We have to start from scratch, essentially. James George, big up, love the channel. What is your favourite memory on We Are Tottenham TV? Favourite memory on We Are Tottenham TV? I think interviewing Gary Lineker was so early on the channel was amazing. Loved that. That was so incredible. That was an amazing day. I've met so many legends: Gascoigne, Ginola, Mickey Hazard, the legend, Sheringham. I hope to meet many, many more. But I think a lot of the legends we've met, probably some of the highlights I've had for sure. Do you think Conte would have got us top 4 when people make out that Ange taking us from 85th wasn't an achievement just because Conte was at 4th? Yeah, I think Conte would have got us in that conversation for sure. Conte would have, he would have. I think he wouldn't have got us 4th in that season where he went. Definitely not. But this season, I think with the team, potentially, I don't think it's guaranteed, but I think there's a good chance. I think he's a good manager. You've seen what he's done with Napoli and previous clubs. I think he probably would have, unless we had similar injury problems, he probably would have been in that conversation. But then again, would he have used young players? Maybe not. Oh my God, there's an all-in. Oh no, God, no. Am I going to call it? I think I'm going to call it, I've called it. Oh my God. Oh, give me something. What do I need? 9? I'm out. Noggin 7. Oh, I'm still in. I'm all in. I'm all in on my small blind, for God's sake. I'm going to have to somehow win on Jack 3. Not looking good, people. Not looking good. Jacks, pocket jacks. What am I supposed to do? Got to call it. It's not looking good, people. Oh, raising already. Don't like the look of this. This might be the end of me. Oh. Oh, I'm winning at the moment. Oh. Lovely. Win. 218. All right. I'm still in. I am currently near last place. Yeah, not great. Not great. It's going to take a miracle to stay in at this point, people. Noggin did not knock me out. I thought he did. So, all right, we're on break. We're on break. We're still in. We're still in. You playing bounty? Yep. If you knock me out, you get $50. There's still 34 minutes to late registration. If you want to scan that QR code, you can see. There you go. You can join the game, but you don't have long to knock me out because I am about to go out. So, got to be being quick. I am currently 133rd, 131st out of 132. So, it's fair to say it's not going the best. It's fair to say. Well, look, we've had injuries. So, not all my fault. Not all my fault. If the cards were better, got to take the context of the situation. We're in a bad way. And it's because of the situation and the context we're in. Had a series of bad hands. You give any poker player those hands, and they'll be in a similar situation. I'm sure of it. There's a lot of bad luck. I'm a young player as well, young poker player. And it's a lot of problems. A lot of problems. Comedy sim, we had injuries. It's the cards, mate. It's cards been dealt. People don't understand the difference between Ange in the SPL and the Premier League. Different class. Yeah, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Ferguson came from Scotland. Just because someone managed Scotland doesn't make him good. Doesn't make him bad, you should say, because Ferguson was good. That's your point, I would say. Doesn't make him good, doesn't make him bad as well. Are we still talking about Spurs, or are you just going to play poker? Ask me a question, bro. Let's go. Let's have it out. Tottenham TV is one of my favorite channels. You guys reconnect with the fans. Your relationship with Ben is brilliant. Your level-headedness and his reaction makes great content. I'm glad you enjoy it, but I'm just, trying at the moment, keep calm. I think Ange just, we need to be careful with our next moves when it comes to Ange and everything, because I just think at the moment it's on a precipice. If we sack him right now, just before we give him a chance in the Europa League, I think we just got to give him that opportunity, and then I think give him to the end of the season and see how we feel about him, how many good performances we're still playing, how if we're showing signs of improvement, consistency, can we keep players fit, all these different things. Give him that opportunity. That's what I would do. I think that's what we should do. Facts, Sim. Thank you. Eamon? Why are people so reactionary to a game? Fans should be more patient. It's just the nature of the world, I think. Everyone wants instant success. You know, a game comes out, you want it today. You don't want it tomorrow. Console comes out, you know, movie comes out, let's see it today. Everything is instant, instant gratification. No building towards anything. I think that's just the way of the world because we've got Amazon. You want something, deliver it here tomorrow, you know, or deliver it today, even one click delivery. I think football's not always like that. Yes, you have the Cities and the Chelseas and, you know, teams who will be like, teams who are like, we want this player, we can just spend the money. But unfortunately, we're not going to do that, rightly or wrongly. We can all be frustrated with that, but we're not going to do that as a club. So I've made my peace with that. And if we're not going to do that, you have to build towards something. You have to give something time, and it's not going to happen overnight. And that's what I'm willing to do. And I understand comes a point where you're like, this is not going anywhere, and maybe at the end of the season we'll feel that way. But right now, still think there's a chance this can go somewhere. I still believe that, and I think yesterday the second half performance gave me a little glimmer of hope because I thought, well, if we play like that for the majority of the games in Europa, I think I'm going to have to go all in here, guys. I'm sorry, I've got no chips, and I've got not the best hand, but it might be a hand I just have to go all in. The big blind's 100. That's not great. Not great for me. Sim, we were very poor in the final third. Agreed. Yeah, we were. But there we go. Oh my God, you serious? Oh, I'm out. I am out. Why are people laughing? What's that about? All right, I'm out, people. Didn't do too well. Gutted. That is me out the poker hand. You can still rejoin. Whoever knocked me out. Who knocked me out? Who knocked me out? Was it this guy? Mithrandimaya. Well, they've won an additional $50 because I'm out. Wasn't very good. One hand screwed me. Got knocked out. Gutting. Porro at right wing. I just don't think it's going to work. Porro at right wing. I think people assume just because he's got a good cross, you know, you just put him on the wing. Like it's like saying we should play Trent at right wing. I just don't think it's a viable option. I really don't. I think he's not going to be able to beat his man so consistently. There's a lot of factors that are going to be being good wing and not just good delivery. And I don't know if Porro is the guy. What happened to that poker show you had with We Are Tottenham TV? Well, this is part of it, but Porro attacking midfield. Yeah, we've did 5 shows together. Maybe there'll be more in the future. We'll keep watch this space. If you enjoyed it, let me know. If you enjoyed the show with Terry Redman, Henry Wright. I had a great time filming it. I had a great time with all those guys. It was really good. Hugh Izzy as well. He was great. First time meeting him. So yeah. Could we transition Kuti into the 6? Not his actual position, but he'd be perfect, especially with Danso behind him. People also say that. I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't think it would be a terrible thing to do. Kuti in the 6. But he's a centre back. Why are we so intent on changing people's positions? I don't think, especially like he's good at centre back, but is he good enough on the ball? Is he good enough on the ball to be a 6? He's good on the ball, don't get me wrong, but midfield is different to centre back. You get less time on the ball. You need eyes at the back of your head. You need to be able to really carry the ball forward. I mean, he's good on the ball, but is he midfield good? I don't know. It's different kettle of fish. Different kettle of fish. Porro at attacking midfield. I actually think he could be a better attacking midfielder than winger. I actually don't disagree with that. I put him in centre mid. His passing range is great. I mean, I like that way of thinking potentially. Is Porro good enough for a title challenge? Yeah. I think yes, but you need to make sure you got better players around him for sure. Did you play football when you were young? If so, what position? I did. Yeah, I was like a right back or like a centre midfielder, kind of hard working, put in the hard yards, always up for a challenge. Like to kick people. Always gave 100%. I was one of those people. I was a good defender in my day. I was a good defender. Could, had some quality about me. Good positioning, but was never the best player in the team, put it that way. Didn't have the best quality. All right, well, I am out, so might have to leave it there soon. What position? What sim? Oh yeah, we did that. We should sell Pape. Not good enough. He did miss 2 big chances yesterday, but I actually thought he had a really good cameo. I actually really liked his cameo, so not having the Pape slander, not having it. I think he's a good young player. Give him a bit more time. I really like him. I think he's quality. He's got so much to give, I think. Also, 100% agree with you on what you said on the match review. You could see the signs of progress during the second half, and it makes me more confident for RZ. I agree. I think that second half was really encouraging. We're playing a good City team, and I think we've got to just take the positives. We've got a young team. I think, I think you got to take the positives. That it's not always going to just click straight away. So when it does click and you can see what they're capable of, you should be happy with that. And I know we conceded too many chances, that kind of stuff. But look, I am out of the tournament, so I am going to probably leave it there. Big up to everyone in the stream. Unfortunately, I didn't last as long as I probably could have. What's it like going home to a game, going to a home game live in America? I haven't been able to do that. It's good fun. Stadium's lovely. Don't have to queue too long for a drink, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, come over for a game, Joshua. Come say hi. Would love to meet you. Okay. Would you take Xavi Alonso as manager? He's one I definitely would take. Big up Sim, says Rudra Patel. Big up you, Rudra. But yeah, I'm going to have to go. Big up to everyone who tuned in. I'll see you guys very, very soon. But I've got to go because I'm out of the tournament and didn't last very long. See you guys soon. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.